Hi guys, welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog and welcome to the second part of my biggest fragrance haul ever. So today I'm going to show you 10 more fragrances. I actually counted all the fragrances that I have to show you and there are 30. So you saw the first 10 in my previous video, there are going to be 10 more here, and then the last video will be 10 more fragrances which are going to be flankers. So without further ado, let's jump in. The first fragrance I'm going to talk about is Shea and Blue, and this is Blackberry Woods. This is not a blind buy. I mean, this particular fragrance, most of these fragrances are blind buys, but there are some that I actually tried before. I'm going to always tell you if I actually tried them before or not. This one is something I tried before. I had a sample. I really loved it. I think it's amazing. The notes here are quite simple. It's blackberry in top notes, and middle notes are neroli and petitgrain, and then a base note is pretty much cypress. So the scent is just gorgeous. It's like a perfect summertime scent. It's just summertime. I don't think I would be able to use it any other season. So it smells literally like eating blackberries while having like a stroll through a nice forest. It's just gorgeous. It's just so positive. I don't know, there's something about Shea and Blue fragrances that kind of make me have this like really like lovely feelings. It kind of like brings me to like certain, like not even memories, because sometimes these are not even memories, but they kind of like create the particular like scenery in my mind, which is amazing. I do love these fragrances for that. So these fragrances, they last on my skin quite well. I know there are some people who actually complain a little bit about that. I think it's connected to your like body chemistry. I don't really complain on the lasting power. I also did a video with Shea and Blue fragrances where I reviewed 6 other scents, so if you'd like to find out more about it, check this video on my left side. So the next scent in my haul is Yves Saint Laurent Libre, and this is again not like 100% blind buy. This is something I tried a couple of years ago when it was first released, and I hated it. Like, I literally hated it. It was, I don't know, very harsh on my skin. It was like this overdose of like, I don't know, orange blossom and jasmine or something. It was very like harsh and almost like a headache inducing. And I had like 2 like I don't know, like 1 ml samples or something, so that was enough to decide that I don't like it. And I was really sad because I love this bottle. I really want to have it, but you know, you should not really, I guess you shouldn't really buy a fragrance that you hate just because it has a nice bottle, right? But a couple of months ago I actually received another sample of the scent, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and see how much I still hate it. And to my surprise, I actually really like it now. Guys, this scent does not smell anything like I remember it. Like, my nose catches like completely different notes at the moment. I don't really find those like irritating notes. What I get from this is mostly lavender and vanilla, and it's delicious and it's super, like, I would say elegant, but in like a very edgy way. It's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So the notes here are top notes lavender, mandarin, orange, blackcurrant and petitgrain. Then middle notes again lavender, orange blossom, jasmine. And then base notes Madagascar vanilla, musk, ambergris and cedar. Gorgeous scent. I know this is not a safe blind buy for sure. There are many people who love it. There are many people who just can't stand it. There are some people who actually, you know, can have headache using this. I personally was one of those people a couple of years ago, so you know, things change. I guess my olfactory senses change a little bit, and maybe just because my nose is a little bit more trained now, because I tried like so many fragrances in the last year or year and a half. That I think my perception of certain fragrances actually changed quite a lot. So this one is a big love for me now, and it used to be something I could not stand. And I'm just super happy because I love this bottle and I really want to have this on my vanity. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. So next up I have 3 fragrances from Lalique. I'm going to start with this one. This is Satine. And I was not sure if I should buy it or not, because people were like not super excited on Fragrantica. I mean, there are people who loved it, but there are quite many people saying, like, this is like a, you know, your regular vanilla scent and nothing special, nothing particular. I was like, you know what, I still want to try it, but I don't really know if I should. So I decided to get a small bottle, and you know what, I wish I had bought like the biggest one they have. I really like the scent. I think this is so far from being your regular vanilla scent. It's just not. It's like a gorgeous, comforting, cozy scent. It's just like a perfect scent for like chilling at home, but also if you like, if you just want to, if you really want to feel like, I don't know, it's not even sexy. It's very like sensual, beautiful scent. The top notes are heliotrope, gardenia, jasmine. Then middle notes are tonka bean, vanilla and pepper, pink pepper. And then base notes, sandalwood, patchouli and vetiver. Yeah, so I get a lot of like, I mean, vanilla is not the main note that actually draws out my attention here. There's quite a lot of tonka. There is this like sandalwood base. Do you know what? It actually reminds me of this like old school makeup. It smells like, you know, the old school like type of like powders and stuff. It's a little bit like that. It's very comforting. It's very sensual. It's very cozy. I personally love the scent. I just love it. So the next one is Soleil by Lalique again, and this one again I was not sure if I should buy it or not. I checked the notes and they sound amazing, but they sound like something like a really weird concoction of scents. I mean, yeah, let's have a look at this gorgeous bottle. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. It just looks so fancy. I love it. I love it, and it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look or doesn't feel cheap, which is important, because, you know, the bottles like that, you can quite easily overdo and just make it look super cheap. This one doesn't. The notes here are top notes, bitter almond, mandarin orange and cardamom. Then we have middle notes, pear, milk and candied almond, caramel, coffee and jasmine. And then base notes, praline, sandalwood and white musk. So I honestly could not imagine how this orange and almonds and like milk can work together, and coffee, like, you know, it just seems like a really weird thing to me. But you know what, it smells like freshly squeezed oranges and like almond latte, like, you know, almond milk latte. It smells like that. I don't really get like, you know, that overpowering almond note. To me, it's like a very muted almond, but it's definitely there. And you know what? It actually makes sense. It does make sense. It makes a lot of sense to me, even though it doesn't sound like it makes sense. Like, who would want to mix oranges with latte? I don't know, but it actually smells really nice. That coffee note is also like, it's there, but it's not like overpowering. It's not like super prominent. So I think it just makes a really nice composition. This is the perfect, I mean, soleil means sun, right? I'm right? I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right. I don't speak French, but I just, I think, I'm pretty sure soleil means sun. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't, let's forget about that. But, I mean, still, this is like a very sunny scent. This is a perfect scent for spring and summer. And this is pretty much, these are the seasons I'm going to use this. I'm going to wear this. I can't really imagine myself putting this on in a frosty winter, which won't happen here in the UK, but like, let's say like, or like a rainy autumnal day. So yeah, perfect for spring, perfect for summer. Really beautiful bottle and really, really beautiful composition. So this is another success in my blind buys. And this one, by the way, all the Lalique fragrances in this video are complete blind buys. So yeah, this was a good one. So the last Lalique fragrance is this one, and this is Perles de Lalique. And guys, this is, I don't really hear many people talk about this. I don't really see many YouTubers like review this scent for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit underappreciated. It's not the easiest scent that there is, but it's so unique. I would say this has this almost gothy kind of vibe. It's beautiful. So when I smell this, I see this like a massive haunted mansion in a winter night with roses in the vases, like, you know, frosted roses. It's really cool. It's really pretty. I'm going to read you the notes so that you know what I'm talking about. So the top notes are, it is rose pretty much. There's only one top note. And the middle note is pepper, iris, and powdery notes. And then we have a base note of patchouli, oak moss, vetiver, orris root, and cashmere wood. So yeah, it's like a really, really interesting, super cold scent. Do you know what? I have to tell you, I think I did a really good job in this fragrance haul. I don't think there's anything that I don't really like. Let me just check. No, I think I actually like every single thing I bought. And like 90%, most of these fragrances were blind buys, like definitely most of them. So this one, this one is not a blind buy again. This is Michael Kors and this is Mystique Shimmer. So the reason why I bought it, I got a sample of this scent with my like fragrance purchase at some point, and I did not expect much from it. But then when I smelled it, I was like, I need to have it. The bottle, I think it looks much better in the camera than it looks in real life. It actually, this part of the bottle, the blue part, is a little bit cheap. It feels cheap. It looks cheap. I don't know. But anyway, that doesn't matter. The fragrance is important here, right? So the scent is just gorgeous. It kind of gives me the vibe of a little bit, I mean, I'm not saying this is similar, but it has like a similar vibe to Oud Satin Mood, to Intense Cafe. There is this kind of like floral, woody concoction here that makes it smell so much more expensive than it really is. It's not like an expensive fragrance. It's not like a proper cheapie, but you can get it for like a, I don't know, 20 pounds probably. That size. This is 30 mils. So the notes here are, I mean, we don't have rose here, obviously. I just compared it to two rosy scents, but there's no rose here. So the notes here are black pepper and bergamot in the top notes. Then we have middle notes of saffron and floral notes. And then base notes are woody notes, amber, and musk. So this definitely smells like there's some oud in it. It's not listed here, but you know, there are some woody notes. So I assume that this may actually include agar wood, which is oud. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, if you are a fan of that kind of like floral woody concoctions, try this. It's really good and it's much cheaper than, for example, Oud Satin Mood, right? It's really pretty. It's really pretty and I really like it. Okay, let's move on to some Juliette has again. I have two new fragrances here. One of them is a blind buy, one of them is not. Do you know what? Now I think that in this particular video there are quite many fragrances that I did not blind buy. I'm not sure. I mean, there are like 30 fragrances. I just get confused. Anyway, this is a blind buy. This is Mad Madame. And I really wanted to try it. I really wanted to have it. But I was not sure if I should buy it or not. I found it in a really good price. That's why I decided to purchase it without testing. So this is how the packaging looks. And since the name of the brand is Juliette has again, this looks like a proper gun box or something like that. So this is the bottle. Quite pretty too. It feels actually quite sturdy. It feels nice. It doesn't look or feel cheap, which is good. I mean, obviously, right? And this scent is just amazing. But don't blind buy it. Don't blind buy it, definitely. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So this is a beautiful, dark, rosy, animalic scent. And the reason why I would actually advise you not to blind buy it is the animalic part. You never know how this is going to react on your skin, how it's going to vibe with your skin. You don't really want to smell like a barnyard, and this can happen, unfortunately. With animalic scents, you should always test them. I blind bought it. Yeah, I know, I'm quite adventurous here, but the reason why I did that was because I found it in a really good price and I couldn't say no. So that was that was my excuse. But I mean, obviously I'm really happy that I like it because still it wasn't like super cheap, but it was much cheaper than the regular price. So the notes here are, in top notes we have rose, blackcurrant, amber, and freesia. When middle notes are patchouli, moss, tuberose, peony, and jasmine. And then base note, castoreum, white musk, todo balsam, and vanilla absolute. So this is like a very strong, unapologetic, in-your-face type of scent. You definitely want to test it before buying, but if you're going to love it, you're going to love it all the way. It's just amazing. I love it. I'm lucky to love it, so I'm really happy with my blind buy. So the other Juliette has again fragrance is Another Oud. So this one is such a perfect introductory oud. If you're not sure if you're going to like oudy fragrances, just buy this one. It's amazing. The oud here is not very, I mean, it is prominent, obviously. You can smell it quite easily, but it's not overpowering. It's not super smoky. It's not like headache inducing. It's very like gentle. So if you're just beginning your adventure with ouds, try this one. It's really beautiful and it's really nicely blended. If you are a hardcore oud fan, then this might be a little bit too gentle for you, because it's very, very nicely blended and very, very delicate. So the notes here are top note raspberry and bergamot. Middle note is oud. This is the only note. And as you can notice, oud is usually in the base notes. Here you have it in the middle notes. And then base notes are ambroxan and musk. So this is a beautiful oudy scent with quite noticeable raspberry. Perfect for summer, perfect for spring. I do prefer using my ouds in autumn and winter, but this one is all year rounder, so yeah, I'm really happy to have that one. Okay, 2 more fragrances to go. Let's talk about this one now. This is Desnuda by Emanuel Ungaro. So this is how the bottle looks. Nothing special. If you ask me, I've seen better, I've seen worse. So this fragrance is by many people compared to Dolce Vita, to Dior's Dolce Vita. At first I couldn't really see that, but the more I use it, the more obvious it is to me. Obviously this is not a dupe, not even close, this is a completely different vibe, but there are some notes that you can find actually in both fragrances, like cinnamon, cardamom or peach. So there are some similarities. I wouldn't really say that they are similar or anything, but they do share some notes. So this is one of those like second skin type of scent. It's very close to your skin. It doesn't really have that massive sillage. It's very like sensual, very elegant. It actually smells quite expensive. This is a cheapie, guys. You can get it for like, I don't know, 15-16 pounds or so. It's a cheapie, but it smells classy. It smells classy. I do really like it. So the notes here are, there's quite a list of notes here. Top note, cardamom, white peach, pepper, tuberose, blood, mandarin, Sicilian bergamot. I don't really get much tuberose, to be honest, from that, but okay. Middle notes, plum, freesia, iris, rose, cyclamen, jasmine. And then base notes are vanilla, cinnamon, sandalwood, mimosa, osmanthus, tonka bean, and musk. So to me, this is a lovely concoction of sandalwood, of peach, of cinnamon, cardamom. It's spicy, it's warm, it is lovely, it's a little bit creamy, it's sweet but not too sweet. It's just a perfect everyday scent to me. And the last fragrance I would like to show you is Maison Margiela, and this is Coffee Break. And I do love the fact that they started doing like the smaller bottles, because honestly I don't really have space on my vanity and even like in my life for those like 100 ml bottles. Even though I do love these scents, I mean, I do like the fact that they released the smaller bottles too. So we have a 30 ml bottle of this fragrance, and I have to tell you, I do love lavender scents, so this is no exception. The notes here are top notes, pepper, orange blossom and patchouli. Middle notes, lavender, coffee, milk, tonka bean, cyan benzoin, cypress oil or nagarmopha. And then we have in base notes, we have vanilla, cedar and vetiver. To me, the scent is all about those middle notes. It's lavender, it's coffee, it's lactonic. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. And if you like vanilla, I'm going to spray this one. This is gorgeous. This is if you like vanilla, lavender, tonka kind of concoctions with a little bit of lactonic touch, then you're going to love this one. It's just gorgeous. I don't know, I'm obsessed with lavender in fragrances recently. Everything with lavender I will probably love. So yeah, this is everything in my second part of the fragrance haul, of my biggest fragrance haul ever. What do you think, guys? Have you tried any of those fragrances? Have you tested them? What do you think about them? Please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in more fragrance content, check these videos on my left side. I'm going to see you very soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.